between puCK and Solar. We are in hyperspeed mode because the beta is ending as we speak. It is almost 1:30 p.m. Eastern Standard Time. And that is the time they said they're going to be taking down the beta servers. I'm going to be doing as many replays as I can. We may even see a game where the beta cuts off on me. That could happen. It might not happen. We do have our red Protoss player. His name is Solus. Our blue Zerg, his name is Solar. Or Solar, if you're trying to pronounce it not like a fool. Solar! This is Solar and this is Solus. Gonna see a PVZ Solar, one of the best aggressive Zergs that I know of. Absolutely outstanding Korean Zerg player. puCK gonna do his best to defeat Solar. Stand up as the foreign hope. Legacy of the Void is gonna be the last chance we get for a while to prove that North American, never mind just foreign players in general, can truly stand up head to head against Korean players. We do have players in the past like, I don't know, Stefano, Naniwa, a couple other really, really good foreign players like Bunny and that kind of stuff that are solid, Liquid Snoot, all those kind of guys, TLO, puCK even, who do a good job of standing up against Korean players, but never have we had a foreign player be absolutely dominant, except for maybe Stefano. He had an era where he was just nuts powerful. We are going to see, I think, yeah, 2 hatch before pull for Solar, so he's going to choose a completely non-aggressive form of Zerg play, which is greedy, super greedy. This is a possibility for you Zerg players out there. Probably not in the lower leagues, but maybe. Let me explain. So, in the lower leagues, you're probably going to get hit by ridiculous attacks early on. Just like nonsensical attacks, like through maybe the bottom of Gold League, just random attacks that come at random times early in the game. Not proxied usually or anything, but 2 hatch before pull is going to make it hard to defend those attacks. When you get into Gold League, Platinum League, 2 hatch before pull is going to be considered greedy, but still really strong because it gets you 3 bases worth of production going, and your macro is up 100%. You have 3 bases worth of macro as long as you can drone and saturate. We do see 2 Zerglings now out on the map for our player Solar. He's getting his scouting up. He's checking out that front of the natural base of puCK. puCK dropping his 3rd base, really smart. Like he needed to. This is the craziest part of Legacy of the Void. If you play Heart of Swarm or Wings of Liberty, you know that a 3rd base from a Protoss player didn't happen until like 6, 7, maybe 8 minutes into the game. Maybe even later if they were playing aggressive. But now we're looking at like a 3-minute 3rd base. This game is real. There is nothing about Legacy of the Void that isn't aggressive. Even the macro is freaking aggressive. These Lings are going to go down to that depth, nicely cleaned up here by puCK. A full scout off on the natural and main for our player Solar. But yeah, guys, Legacy of the Void has been absolutely insane. If you have not bought your copy and you've just been in the beta, make sure you do that, guys. This is gonna be where I think StarCraft absolutely shines. We are no longer looking at dead moments where casters are bored and talking about like, well, this is the same thing that always happens, or this is the birth of a new version of StarCraft. So at least for the first 6 months, we're gonna see insanely new things happening, builds coming out of the woodworks, players trying new things. No real direct standard established. There will be a meta, of course, but there won't be any definite standard play. That's not true. There will be some, but it will evolve constantly. Hopefully we'll have players just finding completely new ways to do new things. First Observer is out on the map from puCK. All of these games, guys, have been 15 minutes or less. If not, it's insane to think that you can be on 3 bases this fast, having a giant army as fast as you can. Observer is going to pick up those Lings knocking down the back rocks. Layer now on the way. He's mining from all 6 gases, so he's actually almost fully saturated. Evolutionary Chamber is picking up the +1 melee. I used to always tell people to get Carapace first, but I'm seeing melee more and more from our Zerg players first before anything else. Spire is now in production. And a Disruptor on the way right now from Solus, which means he's got that robotics facility and bay. It does take the robotics facility, I think that's the facility, right? And this is the bay? Yeah, the robotics facility to make to the Disruptors. More gateways being produced from puCK. puCK really starting to power up, getting all of his gateways going. He's got 1 coming in, 2 Stargates here at the 3rd. Doble Stargate. Doble. The rocks are not down. The Lings didn't manage to get that knocked out of this, knocked off the face of the map. There are Lings now out. This Overseer is almost dead. I don't know if it's gonna go down. The Stalkers have a chance to kill it. Bloop. There it is. Changeling was like, I'm one of you guys. I'm still wearing the pants. See, I'm still wearing the freaking pants. I'm so dumb. 4th base here for our player Solar is going to be coming in very soon. Getting the gases actually before the hatchery finishes, definitely something to note for you Zerg players. If you're going for this type of build, which currently is looking like mass muta, he is getting as much gas as humanly possible. +1 air weapons now on the way. And those Stargates are producing double Phoenix, 2 Phoenixes at a time. Phoenix are the hard counter for mutas, if you can micro them correctly, and that is if you can. There's no other words to be said besides that. It actually won't work unless you can do the micro. You will just lose the Phoenix little by little. It'll still be kind of effective, but it will not do nearly the amount of complete damage that microing them will do, because Phoenix outrun muta, especially with the range upgrade. Here come the mutas into the natural base. We're going to wait to see the reaction time of the Phoenix. The Phoenix headed over right now. And as you can see, they can actually just chase the mutas around. And then kite backwards. And then I don't even know what to do right now. Follow mode. And look, they're just going to pick them off little by little. And he has to jump back in. 1 Phoenix goes down. That's not a lot of Phoenix considering that he's, I think, already murdered like 3 mutas. And brought 2 more down to red. Almost 3. The defense is going to be really strong, still making Phoenix, right now 1 at a time, but he's got upgrades coming in for those Phoenix as well, going to totally fend off the mutas as completely as possible. A 4th base now put down for puCK. puCK doing a really good job answering Solar's mutas. Phoenix, oh my god, they're just... As a Zerg player, when you see Phoenix, you have to go change your pants because you've invested so much. So here come the Corruptors. That's going to be the answer as a Zerg player, guys. When you see, when you're going mass muta, and you see Phoenix come out, your only real option is to either completely leave mutas behind and go for like Hydras, or to add in Corruptors. They are tankier and do really nice damage towards Phoenix. Like you can kite them, but the one hit from a Phoenix is going to do plenty. Here come the Stalkers, the Zealots, the Disruptors trying to take out the Lings. Tons of Lings going down to that last Disruptor hit. The mutas are on top of the Stalkers. Lings working down the Stalkers that they can. And here come the Phoenix to join the fray, trying to stop the mutas from doing any other real damage. Corruptors doing their job, knocking Phoenix out of the sky. And we are down to just 2 mutas. 2 more mutas coming in to join the battle. You can see little shadows of more trying to join. They look like Zubats to me right now. 6 mutas in production, 14 more Lings on the way. Carapace. Yeah, I was going to say, is that Air Carapace? Air Carapace on the way from mutas and Corruptors. I want to see Broodlords. Oh man, I love seeing Broodlords. Bring back the Guardian! Guardian Leviosa! I don't know terrified now. Lings and mutas now engaging at the 3rd. Oh, just momentarily. I called it a little bit too soon. It looks like he's either doing a counterattack, and it looks a lot like he's just completely sacking this base. He's saying, you got this. You have the ramp. I'm not going to try to work my way up it, especially with the Disruptor there, to just knock out as many Lings as you want at the choke. So right now, Muta's and Ling's waiting for those Stalkers to leave. He's just like hoping that they leave. There we go. There's what I'm talking about. Oh, good number of Lings taken out. Not a ton, but a decent number. Lings making their way up the ramp, and the blink over the Lings. Oh man, puCK, that was cool. Really, really tactical play here from puCK. I like the choices. Really good decision making. Solar now, forced to pull back, regrouping, gets his fourth base up and running once again. Has already established in fourth base, so he's really just establishing his fifth base over in the north. Attacking the natural, trying to make his way in at a different angle. Photon overcharge cast on these pylons. Ling's now able to run into the main base. Stalkers and Mutas and Lings. Oh my! This battle is huge. Tons of Stalkers sitting behind the Sim City right now for puCK. puCK doing a good job blinking back Stalkers. Not a perfect job blinking back Stalkers, but a good job blinking back Stalkers. I think I just kept saying blink Stalkers too many times. GG, and Solar takes this game against puCK. Muta, Ling, Corruptor, proving to be a little bit too strong. Awesome control from these players. If someone were to over micro something, it might lead to some kind of mess up, some kind of miss micro. But no. Flash here with the amazing mechanics established in his reign of terror in Brood War. Able to push puCK down to 100.